Hi students, this is the solutions to the 2023 HSC Maths Extension 1 paper. In this video we're going to look at questions 11 and 12. Question 11a. The parametric equations of a line are given below. X equals 1 plus 3t, y equals 4t. Find the Cartesian equation of this line in the form y equals mx plus c. So we're going to start by making t the subject. So t is equal to y divided by 4, and then we're going to substitute into the first equation. X is equal to 1 plus 3 lots of y divided by 4. And we want to make y the subject, so I'm going to start by multiplying everything by 4. And we end up with 4x is equal to 4 take away 3, add 3y. 3y is equal to 4x take away 4. Y is equal to 4/3 x take away 4/3. B. In how many different ways can all the letters of the word condobolin be arranged in a line? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 factorial divided by, we have 3 O's, 1, 2, 3 factorial. We have 2 N's. And is that it? C, D, B, L, I. And on the calculator, where's my calculator? Yeah. 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 2 factorial is 302,400. Consider the polynomial p of x is equal to x cubed plus ax squared plus bx minus 12. A and b are real numbers. It is given that x plus 1 is a factor of p of x, and that when p of x is divided by x minus 2, the remainder is negative 18. Find a and b. All right, if x plus 1 is a factor, then p of negative 1 must equal 0. And so that is equal to negative 1 plus a minus b minus 12 is equal to 0. Tidy it up. A minus b is equal to 13. There's our first equation. When p of x is divided by x minus 2, so in other words substitute 2 in, the remainder is negative 18. Alright, so 2 into here, 8 plus 4a plus 2b minus 12 is equal to negative 18. 4a plus 2b, what do we got? Negative 18. 8 take 12 is negative 4, so plus 4 is equal to negative 14. And so we have got, dividing through by 2, 2a plus b is equal to negative 7. And that's our second equation. Let's do simultaneous equations through elimination. We're going to add these two together. And we end up with 3a is equal to 6. A is equal to 2. And substitute back into 1. You get 2 take b is equal to 13. B is equal to negative 11. 11d. Find the integral of 1 divided by the square root of 4 minus 9x squared dx. So we're just going to use our reference sheet. You can see here I've got a is equal to 2. And I've got f of x is equal to 3x, okay, because this is 2 squared and then minus 3x all squared. Okay, so let's try and rewrite our integral in this form here. So it's going to be equal to integral, I'm just going to leave the top alone for the moment. We've got the square root of 2 squared take away 3x all squared dx. Now what I want up top is the derivative of f of x, so I want a 3 up the top. I can't just introduce a 3, we've only got a 1 there, don't we? So we need to adjust it and put a third out the front, because a third times 3 is equal to 1. And so we have got 1/3. All of this, let's follow it, its inverse sine, f of x, which is 3x, divided by 2, plus c. 11e. Solve cos theta plus sine theta equals 1 for 0 is less than or equal to theta is less than or equal to 2 pi. Now you can do this algebraically. It's a bit of work. It'll work, but graphically is much easier. Let's have a look at this. Cos theta between 0 and 2 pi looks like this. I've got pi on 2, pi, 3 pi on 2, and then 2 pi. And sine theta looks like this. And we want cos theta plus sine theta to equal 1. So there's a solution there. So theta could equal 0. Here's another one here, pi on 2. Nope. Here's the third one here, 2 pi. 11F, a recent census found that 30% of Australians were born overseas. A sample of 900 randomly selected Australians was surveyed. Let P hat be the sample proportion of the surveyed people who were born overseas. A normal distribution is used to approximate the probability that the sample proportion is less than or equal to 0.31. Part 1, show that the variance of the random variable P hat is 7 over 30,000. So variance is equal to P multiplied by 1 minus P all over N, which is 0.3 times 0.7 over 900. And put it in the calculator, you end up with 7 over 30,000. 2. Use the standard normal distribution and the information on page 16 to approximate the probability that the sample proportion is less than or equal to 0.31, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So the probability that our sample proportion is less than or equal to 0.31 can be approximated by the standard normal distribution, and we're just going to use the formula x minus mu all over sigma. So 0.31 take 0.3 divided by the square root of 7 over 30,000, which is equal to the probability that Z is less than or equal to, what we got here, 0.31 take 0.3 over the square root of 7 divided by 30,000 is 0.66. All right, quick check of our table here. We are given the full area below Z, so we don't need to add on 0.5 or anything like that. Just going to read off the table. So there's 0.6 there, and the second decimal place is there. So if we come across, we are going to get this number here, which is 0.7454. So this is approximately equal to 0.74 to 2 decimal places. Question 12a, evaluate the integral between 4 and 3 of x plus 2 in brackets multiplied by the square root of x minus 3 dx using the substitution u is equal to x minus 3. So let's start there. du is going to be equal to dx. Now I can see we're going to have to substitute for x here, so x is equal to u plus 3. Now let's do the limits. When x is equal to 3, u is equal to 0. And when x is equal to 4, u is equal to 1. All right, so up here we're going to go between 0 and 1. So x plus 2 is going to be u plus 3 plus 2, square root of u. Instead of dx, we have du. So just tidying that up, 0 and 1, we have got, and I'm going to expand it out, u, square root of u, plus 5 square root of u du. All right, change to index form. We've got u to the 3 halves here, plus 5 u to the half, equals u to the 5 halves divided by 5 halves, plus 5u to the 3 halves divided by 3 halves between 0 and 1. Okay, so let's do some fractions. We have got 2u to the power of 5 halves over 5 plus 10u to the 3 halves over 3 between 0 and 1. Substitute in, we have 2/5 plus 10/3, take away 0, and adding those together we've got 6 plus 50 is 56 over 15. 12b, use mathematical induction to prove this. For all integers n greater than or equal to 1. So let's start with n is equal to 1. The left-hand side is equal to 1 times 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. The right-hand side is equal to 2 plus 1 minus 1 is 0, so it equals 2. So it is true for n is equal to 1. Now let's assume it's true for n is equal to k. In other words, that 1 times 2 plus 2 times 2 squared plus ... plus k times 2 to the k is equal to 2 plus k minus 1, 2 to the k plus 1. And we need to prove it true for n is equal to k plus 1. So we're required to prove that 1 times 2 plus 2 times 2 squared plus ... plus k plus 1 times 2 to the k plus 1 is equal to 2 plus k plus 1 minus 1, so it's just k, times 2 to the k plus 2. So the sum of k plus 1 terms must be equal to the sum of k terms plus the k plus first term. So using our assumption, we've got 2 plus k minus 1 times 2 to the k plus 1, and the k plus first term is k plus 1 times 2 to the k plus 1. All right, looking at where we need to go, we've got the 2 there, I'm just going to leave that alone. Plus, let's make this a common factor, 2 to the k plus 1. We've got k minus 1 plus k plus 1, which is equal to 2 plus 2 to the k plus 1 times by 2k, which is equal to 2 plus k times 2 to the k plus 2. Therefore, true for n equals k plus 1. Therefore, by the principle of mathematical induction, true for all n. 12c. A gym has 9 pieces of equipment, 5 treadmills and 4 rowing machines. On average, each treadmill is used 65% of the time and each rowing machine is used 40% of the time. Part 1. Find an expression for the probability that at a particular time exactly 3 of the treadmills are in use. So exactly 3 treadmills. So it's binomial probability. Out of the 5 treadmills, we have to choose 3. And then we want 3 of them to be in use, so that's got probability 0.65. And we want 2 to not be used, so that's probability 0.35. So there's our expression. Part 2. Find an expression for the probability that at a particular time exactly 3 of the 5 treadmills are in use, which we've already done, and no rowing machines are in use. So we've used the word and, we're going to multiply these two probabilities together. So we're going to have 5c3, 0.65 cubed times 0.35 squared, and then out of how many rowing machines? 4. So we want 4c0 and 0.4 to the power of 0 multiplied by 0.6 to the power of 4. And they've asked for an expression, so actually that'll do. 12d. It is known that NCR is equal to m minus 1 CR minus 1 plus n minus 1 CR for all integers such that 1 is less than or equal to r is less than or equal to m minus 1. Find one possible set of values for p and q such that this is true. Okay, I can see a possible way to use this identity in these first two. In other words, let's go up here, 2022 C80 plus 2022 C81 would be equal to, I want one more, so 2023 and I want R, which is 81. And so our left-hand side is going to be equal to 2023C81 plus 2023C1943. Now we also need to use the fact that NCR is equal to NCN minus R. So it'd be awfully nice if these two added up to 2023, which they actually don't. Let's change 2023 1943 using this identity. It's 2023 and that's 80. So this is equal to 2023-81 plus 2023-80. Oh, I see. We're just going to use this again. So that's going to equal 2024-81. 12e. The region R bounded by the hyperbola y equals 60 over x plus 5. The line x equals 10 and the coordinate axis is shown. Find the volume of the solid of revolution formed when the region R is rotated about the y-axis. Leave your answer in exact form. So we've got two regions here. We've got what's happening between y equals 4 and y equals 12, and then we've got this second region down here. And our volume is going to be equal to pi. Let's do the first region. In between 4 and 12, we're going around the y-axis, so we've got x squared dy. Plus, we could do calculus for this, but it'd be overkill. It's just going to be a cylinder, and the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. The radius is 10, the height is 4, so pi times 10 squared times 4 is equal to pi integral between 4 and 12. Now we need x squared. So let's turn this around. X plus 5 is equal to 60 over y. X is equal to 60 over y, take away 5, which is equal to 60, take 5y on y, and factorising that 5 out, we get 5 brackets 12 take y all over y. And then it comes, and we've got to square it. So 5 squared, 12 minus y all squared, all over y squared, dy plus 400 pi equals pi integral. I'm going to actually take that 25 out. 25 pi integral between 4 and 12, expanding that numerator, 144 take 24y plus y squared all over y squared dy plus 400 pi is equal to 25 pi integral between 4 and 12 of 144y to the power of negative 2 minus 24 on y plus 1 dy plus 400 pi equals 25 pi, let's integrate, 144 y to the negative 1 over negative 1 minus 24 ln y plus y between 4 and 12 plus 400 pi equals 25 pi, let's just tidy that up, negative 1 on the negative 144 on y minus 24 ln y plus y in between 4 and 12 plus 400 pi equals 25 pi. Substitute in. Negative 144 divided 12 is negative 12 minus 24 ln 12 plus 12. Take away brackets. 144 divided by 4 is 36. Take 24 ln 4 plus 4 plus 400 pi equals 25 pi. That's gone. Negative 24 ln 12 in brackets minus ln 4, and then I have got plus 36, that's gone, minus 4 plus 400 pi equals 25 pi, negative 24 ln 3 plus 32 plus 400 pi. Now, it is correct at that point, but let's tidy it up just a little bit more. We've got negative 600 pi ln 3 plus 25 times 32 plus 400 is 1200 pi units cubed. Okay, that's questions 11 and 12 done. In our next video, we'll look at questions 13 and 14.